Tuning the car is extremely tedious. We now have, not only carburetions, we have fuel injections, a multitude of fuel injection systems. And when you can't physically drive the car on the street due to weather or whatever, the chassis is indispensable in allowing us to tune and maximize, the efficiency, horsepower, and so forth. We picked the challenge car to do the demonstration today. We're going to run a couple of runs with the challenge car. It's an amazing thing to see. You can actually get real horsepower numbers at the rear wheels. I know everybody's looking at advertised horsepower, at the flywheel or the engine, but what does it really put down? And that's what we try to do. And in simulating real world conditions where you're driving it, you're loading it, we're able to change fuel curves, we're able to change timing, we're able to do everything to maximize the efficiency of the car. If not, you're kind of guessing, right? It's trial and error. And with this, it brings the tune time extremely down. We did some dry runs with this car yesterday and pleasantly surprised me. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to start it up, warm it up for a little bit, and then we'll get into a couple of runs. Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, no, you beat everything for me today.
Probably because it was colder. Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday afternoon we were warmer.
Yeah. We did some trial runs yesterday. We tried the red draft. There's the best one there in blue. So we actually generated 478.9 horsepower at the rear wheels, which is really good. Cars are, this engine's rated at 570 at the crank, or at the flywheel. 478 horsepower is a lot of horsepower at the rear wheel. So I'm very impressed with the car's performance. You got torque curves here, 308, 0.65. That's respectable. What's the weight on it? Yeah, the peak was 366, which is really good.
Rudy, what's the
Very
weight on
impressed.
How much does the challenge car weigh?
This car weighs about 2,800 pounds. A little lighter than the street car. Give and take. You've got a roll cage, which weighs a lot.
Air jacks.
You got all the air ducts, all the other stuff for racing. We use steel brakes, which weigh a ton, right? And so it's give and take. But it does have Lexan windows. There's no glass in the car. The bumpers are carbon. The front and rear bumpers are carbon fiber. So it does. There's some lightning effect. The dyno itself has a braking mechanism, so you never touch the brakes on the car. The dyno itself slows the car down. We do it in little segments of braking. So I'll turn it on, turn it off, and then just vary the RPM and speed down until we get, for this car, the horsepower and torque are so high up. Normally, we're starting the dyno at 2,000 RPM. With the Ferrari, we got to start at 4,000. And I went to the rev limiter, which is 8.1, well, 8,100 RPM. And then the rev limiter kicks in, and then it brings it back down. So I went all the way up to the rev limiter, which is what I do at the track. I take it to the rev limiter, and you can see the horsepower numbers keep climbing, which tells me that this engine has a lot more in it.
Yep.
Ferrari does it for a reason. They detune it or they keep it, so that we can handle it on the street. But these engines are phenomenal.